Hey everyone, and we are going to be looking at the potential for a hurricane in the Atlantic and the Pacific, all these three disturbances, and also the two tropical depressions in the Eastern Pacific right here. Before we could get into this forecast, though, I would recommend subscribing to the channel if you are new, and make sure to hit that bell so you don't want to miss a video. Starting off, let's look at the Atlantic, and let's look at these three different disturbances in the Atlantic Ocean. One that is northeast of South America. As you can see here, it does have a 20% chance of cyclone formation in 5 days, so a very small chance for right now, but I do think it will increase in the coming days. Also, another disturbance, the disturbance one, another 20% chance of cyclone formation in 5 days. And the other one, just off the Texas coastline, you also do have a 20% chance of a cyclone formation in 5 days. Let's look at the Eastern Pacific, and we also do have two different tropical depressions, one 8E and the other one 7E. The 7E one does have maximum sustained winds of 35 miles per hour, located around 18.7 north at 130.3 west. Movement is going to be at northwest at 13 miles per hour, as well as tropical depression 8E does have maximum sustained winds that's at 35 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure 1008 millibars, located at 13.7 north and 119.8 west. Movement is going to be at west-southwest at 7 miles per hour. So we really have to watch all of these for some tropical development, especially 8E. It is expected to turn into a hurricane in the next coming days. It should be at hurricane strength by tonight, around Tuesday at 2 a.m. Should be at hurricane strength. So it will not be expected to make landfall on any of the Hawaiian Islands, but definitely something to keep an eye on in the Pacific. Let's go ahead and let's talk about Disturbance 3. This is just off the Texas coastline, and you can see this infrared satellite imagery. That low pressure is just off the coast, right around this type of area here. You can definitely see that spin in there, and you can't really see much spin, but you can definitely see some spin wrapping around that low pressure, as you can see there. But definitely, it is looking pretty organized. Definitely that cloud cover is pretty good, as even some more clouds even developing just on the southern side of this. Definitely lots of convection. All those red colors and more darker red colors, even some blacks in there. That's indicating some pretty strong thunderstorms that are going to be within this, and lots of convection is meaning this is going to be very organized. Lots of cloud cover. As you can see, all these colors are cloud cover. So definitely some pretty good cloud cover for this as well. And it is over some pretty warm waters. So definitely some pretty good conditions right now. And it is expected to maybe turn into a tropical depression or a tropical storm by the time it does make landfall. Here's the low pressure. Like I said, it's just off the coast of Texas, right there where you see that L. That is the low pressure, the center of this tropical disturbance, and it is expected to possibly make landfall on portions of Texas. And it doesn't mean it will make impacts just on portions of Texas. It could also make impacts on like Mississippi and Louisiana, mainly for rainfall and maybe some gusty winds. Mainly it's going to be the main rainfall for the main threat there. Here's the GPS tracks, and we do have some going into Texas. We also do have some that will not make landfall at all down here, and will just stay off the coast, as you can see there. However, the GEFS tracks only have it down here, not even making landfall, not even close to making landfall, most of these. But definitely there are some that do come close to making that landfall, and maybe even potentially making landfall, as you can see there. But most of them do have it just hanging around there off the coast of Texas. Here's the intensity guidance model, and we do have one going up here all the way to a category 1, surprisingly, and we do have also 3 of these over here in the kind of tropical depression strength. So most of these do have it going to that tropical depression strength right there. but we also do have some going up here to the Category 1 strength. So we really have to watch this one for really a big uncertainty on what this is going to do. But Category 1 hurricane is definitely going to be possible for this. Let's go ahead and also talk about the tropical Disturbance 2. This is just northeast of South America. This is the satellite imagery, as you're seeing there. Very unorganized, not much convection, not very much cloud cover, as you're seeing there. But you're seeing lots of spin right in here. You can definitely see that spin kind of right in that area, and that's where that central pressure is. Right around that type of area. There is some convection also developing on the outer bands of this, and in the middle there is also some convection. So it is trying to organize, and that cloud cover is definitely increasing. But right now it's definitely very unorganized and very big uncertainty on what this is going to do. But definitely you do have a chance for this turning into a major hurricane. As you can see here, here's the intensity guidance. And actually not a major hurricane, excuse me, but the Category 2 hurricane, it does have a very small chance to it becoming a very low-end Category 2 hurricane, and 2 does have it going up to a Category 1 hurricane, as you're seeing there. Most of them do have it going to a tropical storm hurricane, or not even a tropical storm hurricane, maybe a high-end tropical depression or so, but some do have it to, but like I said, one does have it going to that Category 2 hurricane strength. So really have to watch this for a potential for that hurricane strength. But it is most likely going to completely miss North America. But some, as you can see, CMC models do actually coming up here, even up here into the Carolinas in the mid-Atlantic area. Most of them do have it going over here towards the Gulf of Mexico, and that is just the GPS tracks. We can go ahead and look at the GFS and symbols, and most of them only making it to around the Puerto Rico area. So really big uncertainty with this one right now, as you can see here. But let's go ahead and look at the global plus hurricane models. So definitely can't really see the whole image here, but it does have it going out of the frame. But definitely, we're really going to have to watch this to potentially make it to the U.S. So really big uncertainty right now with this one. We're really going to have to watch this for potential for a hurricane landfall for this one. You can even see 990 millibars, which is in those orange colors and those lines there. That's indicating that pressure is around 980 to 970, or around 990 to 980. So that's some pretty strong pressure there, as you can see there. So definitely we could have our first hurricane of the season in the Atlantic here in the next coming days. If you did enjoy this video, I would recommend subscribing if you are new to the channel, and make sure to share this video with any friends or family that may be interested in watching daily weather forecasts. Anyways, stay safe.